Are you curious about living in the city of Renton, Washington, and the shopping, restaurants, schools, and the housing market? This video is for you. Hey, welcome back to my laptop with a Google Map tour of Renton, Washington. Renton is a city located south of Seattle, Washington. Renton is in King County. It has about 105,000 residents. Renton is a very popular community for those working in Seattle who want to find a more affordable place to live. Let's look at the traffic coming from Renton driving down Seattle. All right, so without traffic from Renton to Seattle, it's about a 18 to 22-minute drive, which is not bad at all. But I know what a lot of you are thinking, traffic. There's usually traffic when driving to Seattle. So let's look at the traffic for a typical morning commute, which is, let's say for this example, 7 a.m. So the range of the commute time can be up to 55 minutes. So that's complete transparency. Yes, living in Renton is a great, more affordable option, but it can be up to almost an hour driving to Seattle in the morning. But how about the evening going back from Seattle to Renton? So let's say you drive back home after work from Seattle to Renton on a weekday. Let's put 5 p.m. for this example. That's about a 20-minute to 40-minute drive. Not as bad as 55 minutes, but if you are choosing to live in Renton and work in Seattle, it's good to keep in mind those commute times. And next, let's talk about your proximity to SeaTac International Airport, which is the largest airport in Washington State. So if you're living in Renton and you are taking the flight to SeaTac Airport, at the evening time at 5 p.m., it's only a 10 to 18-minute drive. So really convenient for those that like to travel in and out of state, traveling to other countries. It's good to know that Renton is in close proximity to the major airport in the area. All right, next up, let's talk about shopping in Renton. One of the major shopping hubs in the city is the Landing. The Landing is an outdoor shopping plaza that includes retail stores, restaurants, services, and a movie theater. Some of the places that you can shop at include Target, Staples, Marshalls, the GameStop, the World Market, and Ross. So it's a really good place to hang out for your shopping needs. For shopping, you also have downtown Renton, which has a really rich history of the arts. Your shopping options in downtown Renton are going to be things like boutique shops, co-assignment stores, frame stores, they have a sewing store, and things like that. So for specific types of items, when it comes to your shopping needs, you can find some great options in downtown Renton. Now, for the best variety when it comes to your shopping needs, the best option in the area is actually the South Center Mall, which is located in a city called Tukwila, which is nearby Renton. So just show you on the Google Maps from Renton to the South Southern Mall, it's about a 10-minute drive, which is well worth it given the variety of shopping options you have at the South Center Mall. South Southern Mall is a 2-level indoor shopping plaza that features over 200, yes, 200 different types of retail stores and eateries. It's honestly probably one of the most popular malls in Western Washington. And the fact that malls are on the downturn when it comes to multiple malls across America closing down, it's honestly hard to tell with this mall because every single weekend the mall is packed. All right, next up, let's talk about restaurants in Renton. And I'm actually going to start with a coffee shop. Gotta show love to the local coffee shops. And one of my favorite coffee shops, not only in Renton, but in the greater Seattle area, is called Boon Boona Coffee, which is an Ethiopian coffee shop in downtown Renton. They have great pastries as well, and here's a couple pictures of their amazing coffee. I really like the ambiance and the decor inside of Boone Coffee. Next up, as far as restaurants, is a German pub called the Berliner Pub. One cool thing about this pub, besides their great food, including the bratwurst, which is really phenomenal, is it really has a good vibe similar to Oktoberfest. The next restaurant is Jimmy Mac's Roadhouse. Really good steak and seafood, very highly regarded in the area. The last on the list for this video is the Dough Zone Dumpling House. So dumplings is really big in the Seattle area, and the Dough Zone is one of the premier franchises in the area. And if you've never had dumplings before, you are definitely missing out. So definitely check out Dozone. And honestly, we talked about the Renton landing before. If you just walk around the landing, you'll find some great places to eat, including the Wild Fin, the Dozone, dumplings. They have Korean barbecue. So if you just need somewhere to walk around and spontaneously pick a restaurant, the Renton Landing is a great place to go. All right, next up, let's talk about things to do in Renton. And since we're still talking about the landing, let's stay right here. The landing is a really cool modern plaza. If you're just bored one day and it's a nice day and you just want to be outside, a lot of people just go to the landing and walk around. Yes, they have shopping. Yes, they have restaurants, a movie theater, but if you just need something to do, park at the landing, walk around, experience the good vibes and good amenities that the landing has to offer. Near the landing is also Top Golf. Top Golf is one of the premier golfing venues slash restaurants in the United States, and they have a pretty nice location in Renton. It's a very popular spot for golf enthusiasts. Also, you have the Jean Coulon Memorial Beach Park. And this is a 57-acre lakeside park with beach, boat launches, walking trail, tennis courts, and so much more. Honestly, this is one of the premier parks, beach parks in all of Washington State. This place gets so busy during the spring and summer months. It has a couple of restaurants as well. They have Ivers and a Kid Valley, a really good place. A lot of people like to have birthday parties, graduation parties, picnic celebrations. This is one of the premier spots in the greater Seattle area. Another spot is Jimi Hendrix Memorial Park, which is a memorial for the late and great guitarist, Jimi Hendrix. All right, next up, let's talk about the schools in Renton. So the school district in Renton is called the Renton School District. They have about 15,000 students, 16 elementary schools, 4 middle schools, and 4 high schools. And for those that watched my videos before, one thing I like to do to summarize the schools in this area is to look at the high school campuses in this school district, just to give you an idea of the school facilities. So this is a look at Hazen High School. Check out the facilities in the Renton School District. Really good picture of the front of Hazen High School. Let's do a street view 360 to get an idea of the Hazen High School campus. Next up, let's take a look at Renton High School. So this is a look at the front of Renton High School, taking a look at their facility, the fields in the back. Next up, let's look at Tally High School in Renton. Look at the campus right here. Let's take a look at the 360 view of Tally High School. And actually, I personally have visited the inside of this high school. Really nice looking campus. You can tell from the outside, it's definitely well maintained, but the inside looks really nice as well, really spacious. Had the pleasure of meeting the principal and assistant principal at the school. Very genuine people. I can see they're doing great things at that school. All right, let's talk about the housing market in Renton. For a single family home, the median home price is $800,000. And you compare that to Seattle, Washington, For a single family home, the median home price is $923,000. And if you look at the median home prices for condos in Renton, the median home price in Renton for a condo is $425,000 compared to Seattle, which is $575,000. So it's easy to see why people prefer living in Renton and commuting to Seattle. But let's look at the home appreciation in Renton home values over time. So back in January of 2021, for a single family home in Renton, the median home price was $590,000 compared to now, which is $800,000. So it's appreciated by $210,000. We're going to do the same thing for condos. The median home price back in January 2021 for condos was $260,000. Now it's $425,000. So as you can see, home prices in Renton are continuing to appreciate over time. All right, that is it for the Google Map tour of Renton, Washington. If you value this content, please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I'll continue to provide more value going forward. Till next time, take care.